Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kikuren Kingdom. So, as you saw in the last video, we obviously did that gotcha thing, and we got some stuff. But what are we gonna be doing now? Well, we're actually gonna be going back into the special episode of the Plebbing Song of the Night Sea. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is this? You beat the story. You made it through the ending. Why are you doing this again? Well, let me tell you. I got something in my teeth. Well, let me tell you. And someone is really revving up that motorcycle outside, but I'm still going to continue. Well, let me tell you, there's still some stuff that I need to go ahead and accomplish here, because apparently there's some cutscenes I haven't used and some levels that I haven't, gotten the stars in, because, apparently there's a lot here, 16 out of 57. What the flip is going on there? Actually, that does make sense, because stuff has to do with, the difficulty stuff. But, as you can see over here, there's some pathways that I actually haven't gotten to yet. As you can see, there's actually a whole cutscene that I didn't view. Was it this one? No, I thought it was that one. No, it was Star Fragment. That's a cutscene I didn't go through. But if we keep on going here, there's also a level called Bustling Compartment that I haven't made it through. There's also, I think there's a chest, there's Noisy Archives that leads to another treasure chest. And there's also the Great Giants, oh no wait, it's Waves and Ripples and another treasure chest. And then after that, I think that's basically about it for the story. And if we do have spare time, I want to read everything in the collection, because I think after we complete all of these, we'll basically have everything available. Because there's only a few levels left that we need to do, so I think that's the plan here. So while I get through some of these levels, and hopefully get through some of the collection, I'm going to be reading comments from the video. The Dream Station now hosts some Super Mayhem. Or hosts Super Mayhem. Sounds like I said holster. But if you want to leave your questions and comments down in the comment section below for me to read on these videos, then feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. It doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start off from a comment from an idiot who was we're going to go on another patented rant about this update. For example, how they hate the Moonlight Crystal Gem, saying that the tick damage from her star portion of the skill does less DPS and no longer has damage resistance bypassing. Before unlocking Crystal Gem, star damage is 129%, but after it's just 50% of attack. 2, her moon attack now does less damage. 3, her self-healing was not only nerfed, but also we added a condition, which will only work if you're up against an opposing Moonlight. And before unlocking Crystal Gem, 29.7% of attack upon walking up either from waking up from sleep debuff or finishing your skill, and after 5.5% of when sleep is applied. Okay, I can understand how she's kind of downgraded, but maybe they can fix some of her stuff up. I feel like it's not verging on the point of damage, but it's more of it only does this just to applies status stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's focusing more on survivability than actual damage, which I think that's the point that they were coming across, but I'm not sure if it really works. I don't know, but luckily we do have quills loaded up. We do have quills, which while we do this, there's actually another short comment from Ian Alsobrook saying it's Crystal Jam. Yeah, that's what it is, right? It's Crystal Jam, right?
The light guides my hand.
What did I say? Did I say Crystal Gem? Because it's Crystal Jam. I know I get those two mixed up very often, but yeah, it's Crystal Jam. That's just the flipping fact of life. I don't know, but by the way, this video actually doesn't have many comments on it, so maybe I could dedicate most of this video to the actual collection portion, because now this is done. So does that give me more of the collection? Yes, it does. New entry found. Good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get some loot from the Noisy Archives, and I guess we'll read another comment, which there's one from Guava Marshmallow saying, common question of the day. Once again, I'm answering with Battalion Dragon. I've also chosen Prune Juice for any potions we need, Pure Vanilla for healing, Gingerbread for the plot armor, and Stardust Cookie because he would probably just like to travel. I guess traveling portions. And I love how you just gotta throw in Gingerbread just because of the plot armor. Just in case. Just in case of plot armor, because you never know. That's basically the cheat card. At that point, I know it's not a Kikuren Kingdom cookie, but throw in Timekeeper, because if you just screw up, just ask her, hey, can you, time travel out of the situation? Just, reverse time real quick? I kind of messed up. And she's just I don't know, can you? And you gotta go, may I? And then she might still say no, so maybe that's not a good thing. Maybe you can add, croissant cookie, I don't know. But, whatever matters, I know you really can't mess with time, because, sheesh. You can mess with a lot of things if you just mess one simple thing up with time, because that's going to change a whole entire timeline. That's a touchy subject. Okay, so we got that level done. We got another entry, and we can open up some treasure chests, which gives us some there's a soul stone for star coral. There's some plumbing these gem things, arcane crystals, the coral catnip coins, and some magic cookie cutters. Fan-plebintastic. Okay, so we do have a cutscene here, Star Fragment, which before we go into this, I will read one more comment, which there's one from Ariane Funhouse, which is kind of long, but it says, common question, I would have to go with Milky Way Cookie because she has a train, whipped cream cookie since he would dance for us most of the time, pure vanilla in case anyone gets hurt, Financier to protect us, and of course crushed pepper cookies so that he could beat up the enemies. Covering all your bases, I like it. I mean, I guess I don't know why you just have whipped cream there just because like, oh, they would dance all the time. I feel like for me, it might be a similar list, but I think that's like the entertainment purposes. But if that's the case, I'd probably say like maybe someone like on a strawberry crepe or plubbing bell pepper, only just because like at the very least, even in the wild, I feel like they'd still somehow try and make machinery that could actually help us either, you know, not be bored or actually help us, you know, fight against other creatures. I just hit the desk with my elbow. Ow. I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I like how I asked that question. But anyway, Star Fragment.
Time to head back. Choo-choo.
I too am but a shadow of a star that must remain here forever.
Oh, that must be a shadow of a star? Something like that? Hey, who are you talking to just now?
You. Why have you returned?
I'm just on my way back from dropping off Star Coral Cookie. Oh, and I see that you're in some serious deep thought here.
No,
Mumbling to yourself too, huh? Don't overthink things too much. It's an easy way to get lost in your own thoughts. Take it nice and easy.
Nice and easy. You wouldn't say that if you were me. I am a remnant left behind by Stardust Cookie, forever bound to this city.
Is that so? How about a tour of the city then?
A tour of the city?
Yeah. You never really seen the city, huh?
Oh. Not exactly.
You've got to move around and experience new things. Alright, my treat. I, Conductor Milky Way Cookie, will give you a grand tour of the city.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Hop aboard. You'll miss all the cool sights if you don't hurry.
Very well. Not so fast. Didn't even give me time to think.
All aboard!
I'm coming. Of course, so that doesn't lead to any new cutscenes, but it does kind of finish that up, so I don't know, at least he gives the Star Fragment, like, you know, something happy to think about. And so far, there's only one more level that we need to go through, being Waves and Ripples, which is interesting because, like, is there really, like, any more cutscenes that we give? Because if we go back, it says 18 out of 19. That means there's, like, one more cutscene. So where would that last cutscene be? Because so far, I can't really see a place where I can view it. I mean, was it Light Over the Sea? Because that's where we started. There. Like, any place that we could spend quills or something. Down, left in the city, I've seen that before. Bustling apartment, the archives, all throughout here. Maybe it's through down here. Maybe there's like an extra cutscene or something. I don't know. Maybe there's something like bonus that gets unlocked when you clear all the levels. Maybe that's my only guess. But let's do this last level and then we'll end the video. Why end the video? No, I mean end the video as in like end this portion and then we'll continue on doing the plumbing story stuff. That's what I mean. I didn't mean end the video. I have other things to talk about anyway. But while we run through this level, there's actually a comment from, how long is this one? Let me just check, because I gotta be sure. Okay, fine. There's one from Draco saying, for the common question, I already talked about my team in Kingdom, but there's also some cookies I would definitely want to travel in general. Rockstar and DJ for more enjoyable experience, since they're best music cookies and their banter would be fun. Cat and Caviar for transportation, whether it be a ship or submarine. Has some tough skills. Amber Sugar for building. He's known for building the best homes with honeycomb and the, Amber Sugar Honey Dropper thing, and Churro Cookie for strength. His feats are some of the greatest in an epic cookie, using the strength of Millennial Tree to stop Windar's corruption. And also, I just really love these cookies, but great video as always. So, you're saying Rockstar, DJ, Caviar, Amber Sugar, and Churro. It's like, it's really unique, but I do like the style of it, because like, you know, there's a good amount of variety in it, and I do appreciate that. So that being said, that was the last level here, but now my question is, now, where's that last cutscene? Because, like, we completed all this story, and we got the very last piece of loot here, which is, Moonlight cookies, life jewels, you have purity crystals, some rainbow cubes, some crystal, and some more coral catnip coins. So all of those have been completed. It makes me wonder, is there anything else? Because it says that there's one more cutscene that I could potentially view. I just don't know where it is, though. Like, I feel like at some point it would show me where it is, but unfortunately I can't see it. Because right now I just see this, in the lighthouse, but like there's really nothing. Because as you can see here, if I go back, it's oh no wait, all the cutscenes are done. Okay, never mind. Sure. Oh, maybe it had to do with levels I had to go. Okay, I guess areas filled in, whatever. Okay, so now that's all done. Now we have full access to complete collection. So, with that being said, I gotta go ahead and ask a common question of the day, which I guess if we're gonna ask one, I would like to ask a question in regards to this story. But I guess, have I asked this question before? I think I have, but maybe, I don't know. But just in case, I'm gonna ask it again, but I most likely don't think I remember asking this. But in your opinion, what was your opinion on this story in general? What was your opinion on the Song of the Night Sea Storm? Because, to be fair, I gotta be honest, it was pretty good. I think there were some gripes with it though, because some people have told me like it was confusing, it really wasn't a good story, there were characters that didn't need to be involved in the story, but to be fair, I think some way or another, like, it's kind of like the charm of it. I'm not sure if the story was really meant to make sense. I mean, it has like plumbing Starlight Mermaids, it has a plumbing Shadow of Stardust Cookie, it has Moonlight Cookie, and you somehow get poured into your dreams, and like Star Coral going on this really like big adventure, like, there's a lot to take in. So, I don't know, that's just from my perspective, but be sure to tell me down in the comment section below. Like I keep mentioning before, I feel like there was a bit too much of the song, where I feel like if it was just occasionally like peeping into the lyrics and it slowly gets unfolded and like slowly told to you, it kind of like acts more as like a riddle. I can understand that, but like, I don't know. That's like the only like main gripe that I have. But anyway, I know what we need to do. We need to go ahead and look at all these collections. So here's every single collection I have, which we're going to start off with Star Coral Cookie, which all of them say, which one at a time. Hopefully, the lunar lighthouse filled with memories of Grams will remain a safe haven for sailors. Oh yeah, here's hoping. Star Coral Cookie began learning the craft of a lighthouse keeper, worried about her Grams. So she started learning about this because she was worried about her Grams. That's sad, but also really caring. Remembering everything others say is easy. Remembering your own words is much more difficult. That kind of makes sense because like I feel like public opinion really causes like stress upon you. You just want to impress everybody, but of course you want to build up to their interpretations or their expectations. So if you don't even build up to your own, then what's the point? Anyway, Graham says she isn't too good of a singer, but everyone else loves her songs. Well, when you sing for that long, you're obviously still going to have a good singing voice. And lastly, the coral in the lantern produces light by resonating with Star Coral Cookie's own coral. Star Coral Cookie. The coral in the lantern produces light by resonating with Star. So, the lantern depends on, like, Star Coral Cookie's hair? The coral in the lantern. Yeah, that's the lantern she holds. Produces light by resonating with Coral Cookie's own. So, like, would the lantern not work if she, like, shaved? I don't want to think about that, but we do get a free 100 crystals. So, next up, we have White Coral Cookie. There is no spot in the entire lunar lighthouse that hasn't been touched by White Coral Cookie. Even the plumbing roof? What? Graham's house has been not so great lately, so she's doing her best to pass on all she knows to Star Coral Cookie, true or not. Well, yeah, she's, got to carry that on, because obviously Star Coral Cookie very much cares about her Grams. Anyway. How did Graham start telling her tall tales? Perhaps the answer is in the lonesome moon hanging above the calm night sea. She must have a lot of free time to experience all that from the moon. Grams would sing that song about the stars to put little Star Coral Cookie to sleep. Okay, that's just adorable. Maybe that's why she loves singing it so much. White Coral Cookie will reply differently every time you ask her what color her coral was in the past. So, what? She replied differently? So, like, it used to be, like, purple, that was actually red, that was actually yellow. It was actually beige. Kind of polka dot-ish. That's not even a color. Believe what I say. Anyway, we move on to Mystic Opal Cookie. I'm curious to know more about her, considering we have her information about the past like White Coral Cookie, not White Coral, but White Pearl Cookie story, the gem mermaids and stuff. Perhaps even Mystic Opal Cookie herself wouldn't tell how long she's been hiding in the cave in the Garden of the Queen. Well, I mean, that thing is a whole entire maze, so it makes sense. What could be the reason to remain in the dangerous waters of the Silent Ocean? Maybe she just likes the silence, she likes how calm it is? The Starlight Mermaid cookies can be pretty meddlesome, yet she won't send them off. Okay, so they're a bit of a bother, but like, she doesn't really care. They don't really hurt anyone. She awaits the day she can finally reunite with her sisters, if fate permits. I wish they could, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case at some point. Although the winds of fate require no intervention, everyone must play their part in due time. Yeah, fate is happening, but everyone has their part that they need to fulfill and for fate to happen. That makes sense. Milky Way cookie with only 4. This conductor is at your service. If it's for the slumbering moon and if it's for the slumbering moon and after a good rest. Okay. Well, if it's for Moonlight, then that makes sense, but she also needs a good nap first. Turns out that the swirl is just another station of the world of dreams. Every once in a while, Milky Way cookie finds and sends back travelers who have gotten caught in it. So if you get caught in the whirlpool, you just wake up in the train's just like, yeah, you got ganked. Don't worry, we'll send you back, you good. Weird. The slumbering moon's missions are so important, it's best when there is a colleague to do your work for you. So, like, when you're doing the mission for the slumbering moon, you best have, like, a person to, like, do your work in the meantime? The flub is that on about? Visiting the City of Wizards to meet her friends is part of her duties. What? Some of them can't leave it. Wait, so slumbering moon's missions are so important, it's best when there is a colleague to do your work for you. Visiting the City of Wizards to meet her friends is part of her duties. What? Some of them can't leave it. Okay, so obviously I guess that's referring to like that Stardust shadow because they really can't leave the City of Wizards. Interesting. Anyway, Shadow of the Stars. Speaking of which, the shadow, which says, a passing traveler's visit can a passing traveler's visit can wake the shadow up from its silent slumber in the dark corners of the city. Was just a passing traveler? How quietly do I need to go through? What could have created the shadow? Neither itself or Stardust Cookie himself can tell. I don't know, probably PTSD, like past memories that can't be forgotten? That's what I'm assuming. The shadow is a mere remembrance left to wander the City of Wizards. It had no way of learning about things Stardust Cookie was unaware of. So, it's just as unaware as Stardust Cookie. That's what I'm gathering from this. At times, stars do let whispers be overheard by their shadows, unknowingly sharing Moonlight Cookie's will. Well, I guess even just like the moon, stars always have a dark side, which makes sense, even though they can be bright. Ever since Milky Way Cookie's visit, the shadow has been visiting the Sanctuary of Fated Stars, gazing endlessly over its bleak landscape. So that was after the cutscene. I'm pretty sure that was after the cutscene. I'm pretty sure after they met each other. Interesting. Anyway, Blueberry Pie Cookie, the librarian, the archivist. Perhaps having seen countless visitors to the archives over ages, she's learned to read the deepest wishes hidden in the cookie's eyes. Well, when you see that many wishes in like the cookie's eyes while you're in the City of Wizards, and you've been there for that long, you can probably read a cookie very easily like a book. Blueberry Pie Cookie was barely left speechless by the Song of the Stars when she first heard it, for Moonlight had always had a special place in her heart. Like the moon? I'm assuming it just means the Moonlight and not Moonlight Cookie because Moonlight isn't capitalized. Anyway, truly, the bellow of the young white coral cookie's laughter is difficult to forget, even after all these years. Oh, she knew white coral cookie in the past? Huh. How old is Blueberry Pie Cookie if that's the case? I guess it could, but it says young, so how old is she? But who should know the price of curiosity if not Blueberry Pie Cookie? This is why she never dared to venture into the giant's great ocean. Okay, so I guess that's why she mentioned something about, did she mention the Starstruck Coral Cookie, like, if you go there, you'll find what you're looking for? But it had something to do with, like, being at risk of it. I don't know, I thought I remembered something about that, but the story's blurry at this point. But anyway, Moonlight Cookie herself. It is said that the giant's great ocean is but one of the myriad of dreams woven by Moonlight Cookie. Well, it makes sense considering how she's over the ocean a lot. Everyone who has ever crossed the giant's great ocean has felt it, the mysterious tingling sensation. It's probably the feeling of like the lunar waves overpassing the plumbing surface of the water. And they're that strong, apparently. Moonlight Cookie couldn't forget the song she heard when watching the past and the future of the coral cookies. I'm assuming that means the past being a white coral and the future being star coral, which, that's really cool. I like that detail. Or it could even mean more before that, but it says, the giant's great ocean, the song of the stars. This long journey started with a little wish made by a coral cookie to the stars, yet no one except Moonlight Cookie remembers the story. Well, it's probably lasted for so long, so it makes sense. Talkative Sailor 1. Here's some of the basic plebs. An impatient sailor can do anything. Unfurl sails, drop the anchor, row, tighten the knots, only to realize he did all the work entirely by himself at the end of the day. Well, there's another sailor, so you can't forget about that. Self-proclaimed caretaker of the clueless sailor. What? Caretaker? Okay. Well, I guess they're clueless, so it makes sense. He often hums the Song of the Stars when finishing without even realizing it. I thought he only... Why would he start singing it if it's only a tale? I thought he was against that. How can you not pay a visit to White Coral Cookie in the Lunar Lighthouse when on a voyage across the Silent Ocean? Well, I guess it makes sense. You gotta go ahead and listen to some of the stuff that White Coral Cookie has to say. Now the Clueless Sailor, which says here, the sailor always takes it a bit slow, but he claims that such is the romance of the seas. See, that's what we call an excuse. Anyway, self-proclaimed caretaker of the Talkative Sailor. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was gonna be that. Self-proclaimed caretaker of the Clueless Sailor. Self-proclaimed caretaker of the Talkative Sailor. And of course, I want to say Tearcaker. What the pleb is wrong with me? Anyway, without me making myself look like an idiot, he likes to lie down on the deck of his little boat and enjoy the fresh sea breeze. Now that's a mood right there I can get behind. And lastly, he enjoys the Lunar Lighthouse's island scenery, even though he claims he has no particular feeling towards this tiny patch of land. So, I feel like a lot of these people tend to actually like this island despite not believing it. Believing in like the tales of the song. But anyway, lastly, because this is the very last one, it's Starlight Mermaids, which the first one says... It is said that the Starlight Mermaid cookies shroud themselves with nightly darkness by reflecting the rays of the moon. Okay, I guess that makes sense, you know, because darkness has to come from somewhere, and they're usually in the deep ocean anyway, so it's hard to see. Their twinkling eyes resembling the stars can say much more in the darkness. Well, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, if you're in the pure dark and you see something bright happening there, it's way easier to see. The Starlight Mermaid cookies come to the ocean surface at night and spend the daytime slumbering in the lightless depths. So they just come to the surface at night and spend daytime slumbering down. So at night, they just go up on the surface. At daytime, they go deep in the ocean. Yeah, they really like their nights. It is said that the Starlight Mermaid cookies have been inseparable since the moment that they first glance at the world at the exact same time. Makes me curious, how were they born? How were they created? I don't know, but the very last one says here, if you see a shining light on your voyage across the Silent Ocean, turn back. It is the Starlight Mermaid cookies warning you against venturing into the Duskgloom Sea. Oh, shoot! Oh, they're Duskgloom Sea protectors. Because you know that if you go into the Duskgloom Sea, that's where Black Pearl Cookie is. And it's just, you're screwed. So they're actually trying to warn you because they're also like mermaids in themselves, so they would know. So if you cross over the Silent Ocean, they're gonna see, if you see shining lights, yeah, just go back. You know what, that's good. So they do have something to do with I mean, yeah, they're mermaids, but like, they have to do with the gem mermaids, interestingly enough. But that is every single entry in the episode collection for the Song of the Night Sea. So, with that being said, there's only a few more comments I'll read quickly, but I won't really give much input because, like, we're near the end of the video anyway. So, anyway, there's a comment from an idiot, which, no way, I already read the one, dang it. There's a comment from Leonard the Geode saying, common question of the day, Milky Way for transportation, Mango Cookie is a tour guide, Financier Cookie to protect everyone, Pure Vanilla in case everyone gets hurt, and Gingerbread for making the adventure fun. Or, you know, plot armor. Also, Sonic Gamer left a comment saying, here's a tip for Tower Adventures. Even though Cherry Cookie is a common rarity cookie in the game, she's actually really good, so be sure to max her out. Oh, sounds like an interesting tidbit. Maybe I could be sure to do that. And lastly, there's a comment from Smart and Sparrow saying at 9:58, okay, I'll go with train people, Milky Way and Twisted Donut Cookie control locomotive in front, then 2 chocolate people, so Dark Cacao and Chess Chocolate Cookie. No, that technically be 5 already, but as a 6th one, Cream Soda helping clean her sword. I don't know how helping her clean her sword would be beneficial, but maybe you could use it for comment, I don't know. But with that being said, now that's the whole entirety of the story done, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Cookie Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And also down below in the description, you'll see links to all of my social media, which includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Cookie Run YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's also links to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, there's a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you and today's Guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!